When you carry a multi-tool, you're not just bringing a gadget, you're carrying a full-on toolbox right in your pocket. It's like having a mechanic, a survival kit, and a MacGyver-level problem solver all rolled into one. Whether you're fixing gear in the middle of nowhere, tightening a loose bolt on your bike, or opening a stubborn can when everyone else gave up, you'll want the right tool ready to go. In this video, we're breaking down the best multi-tools you can buy in 2025. From premium models trusted by pros to budget-friendly options that won't fail you when it matters most. We're not talking about cheap knockoffs here. Every multi-tool in this list has been hand-picked for real-life performance, durability, and those little design details that actually make a difference. Links to all the multi-tools we cover, you'll find them in the description and the pinned comment. Let's dive in.
Let's kick things off with an affordable multi-tool that actually makes sense. The Gerber Suspension-NXT is one of the most popular budget picks you'll find on Amazon right now, and there's a good reason for that. It's not just cheap, it's functional. For under 40 bucks, you're getting 15 tools in one in a slim, pocket-friendly design. Spring-loaded pliers, wire cutters, scissors, a decent knife, screwdrivers, bottle opener. The essentials are all there, neatly packed into a stainless steel frame with that classic Gerber cutout design to reduce weight. Now, is it perfect? Not exactly. The steel quality is decent, but not top tier. This is no Leatherman, and you'll feel that when you put it under heavy load. Some of the smaller tools, like the flathead screwdriver, can flex a bit if you push them too hard. And while the locking mechanism is there for safety, it's not as refined or smooth as you'd get in higher-end models. But here's the thing. For everyday light use, opening packages, tightening screws, small repairs, the Suspension-NXT does exactly what it's supposed to do without falling apart. It's the kind of multi-tool you can throw in your backpack or glove box without worrying about it. For beginners, casual users, or anyone who just wants a reliable tool without spending a fortune, this is one of the smartest buys in 2025.
Moving up the list, let's talk about a multi-tool that takes things to the next level without blowing up your budget. The SOG PowerAccess Deluxe. This model sits right in that sweet spot between affordability and real functionality. It's not just another gadget with too many tools you'll never use. Instead, SOG focused on the essentials and added some clever engineering to make the whole package smoother and more efficient. The standout here is the compound leverage system. What does that mean in real life? Basically, you get extra gripping power with less hand fatigue, especially when using the pliers or wire cutters. This isn't just marketing, it actually works. The pliers feel stronger than what you would expect from a multi-tool in this price range, and they make cutting tasks easier, even if you're dealing with tougher materials. As for the toolkit, you're looking at 21 functions, including a blade, saw, multiple screwdrivers, a can opener, a file, and a magnetic bit driver. Plus, SOG throws in a full set of hex bits right in the box. That's a big plus for people who want versatility right out of the gate. Of course, no tool is perfect. The PowerAccess Deluxe is heavier and bulkier than some competitors, so it's not the best option if you're counting ounces on a backpacking trip. Also, the blade steel is decent but not premium. You'll need to sharpen it from time to time if you use it regularly. But for everyday tasks, home repairs, and camping, this multi-tool handles most situations without breaking a sweat. If you're looking for maximum value with real functionality, the SOG PowerAccess Deluxe deserves a serious look.
At number 3, we've got a multi-tool that's all about everyday convenience without sacrificing quality. The Leatherman Wingman. Now, if you've spent any time in the EDC community, you've probably heard of this one. The Wingman has been around for years, and for good reason. It's one of Leatherman's best-selling models, and it still holds up in 2025 as a go-to choice for people who need real tools, not just fancy pocket decorations. What makes the Wingman special is its balance. You're getting 14 functions, including spring-loaded pliers, wire cutters, a package opener, screwdrivers, a can opener, and scissors that actually work. Leatherman nailed the scissor design here. Plus, the main blade is accessible from the outside, so you don't have to unfold the whole tool just to cut something. That small detail makes a huge difference when you're using it daily. As for build quality, it's classic Leatherman. Solid stainless steel, precise machining, and everything locks into place with a reassuring click. The ergonomics are also surprisingly good for a multi-tool in this price range. No sharp edges digging into your hand when you're putting it to work. But let's be honest, it's not perfect. The Wingman doesn't come with a bit driver or replaceable wire cutters like some of the higher-end Leathermans. And the blade steel is good, but not premium. It'll hold an edge for general use, but if you're carving hardwood or doing heavy cutting, you'll need to sharpen it more often.
Taking the second spot is a multi-tool that's built for people who don't mess around, the Victorinox SwissTool Spirit X. This isn't your average multi-tool with wobbly parts and flashy marketing. This is precision-engineered, Swiss-made hardware that feels more like a surgical instrument than a pocket gadget. If you've ever held one in your hand, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Spirit X brings 24 functions into a sleek, compact form factor. You're getting needle nose pliers, wire cutters, a saw, metal file, screwdrivers of every size you'd need, scissors, a can opener, and, of course, because it's Victorinox, a flawless knife blade. Everything unfolds smoothly, locks solidly into place, and feels like it's been machined to aerospace tolerances. No rattles, no gaps, just clean, precise mechanics. What sets the Spirit X apart isn't just the tool count, it's how refined the experience is. Each tool operates with minimal friction, and the ergonomics are top tier. It's slimmer and lighter than you'd expect for something with this much functionality, which makes it comfortable to carry even for extended periods. The polished finish also makes it feel more premium, though that can be a double-edged sword. It's slick, literally. If your hands are wet or oily, grip can be tricky compared to more textured multi-tools. Another minor downside, the Spirit X doesn't have a pocket clip, so you're either using the leather pouch or keeping it in a bag. And while the knife blade is excellent, it's not one-handed openable like on some Leatherman models, which could be a deal breaker if speed is your priority. But here's the bottom line. If you care about craftsmanship, precision, and long-term reliability, the SwissTool Spirit X is hard to beat. It's not cheap, but it's built to last decades, not just a couple of seasons.
Claiming the #1 spot is a multi-tool that doesn't just check the boxes, it rewrites the list. The Leatherman Charge Plus TTI is hands down the multi-tool other multi-tools wish they could be. This is the flagship for people who actually use their gear, not just carry it around for show. Let's break down why. First off, the materials here are next level. Titanium handles mean you get toughness without the bulk. This thing feels solid in the hand but won't weigh you down. The blade? It's made from S30V steel, one of the best knife steels you'll find in a multi-tool. It stays sharper longer, resists corrosion, and gives you that clean, confident cut every time. And when it does finally dull, it's much easier to maintain than cheaper steels. Function-wise, you're looking at 19 tools, including one-handed opening blades, replaceable wire cutters, a saw, spring-action scissors, and a bit driver system that lets you swap bits on the fly. All of the main tools lock into place, so there's no guesswork when you're applying real force. Whether you're out on a job site, deep in the backcountry, or just fixing something around the house, the Charge Plus TTI feels like an extension of your hand. Are there downsides? Well, sure, it's expensive. This isn't for the casual user who just needs a tool for occasional fixes, and with all that functionality, it's not the slimmest multi-tool out there, so it might feel chunky in smaller pockets. But for people who actually depend on their gear, that's a trade-off worth making. Bottom line, if you want the multi-tool that professionals carry when failure is not an option, the Leatherman Charge Plus TTI is it. This is as good as multi-tools get in 2025.
So there you have it, the best multi-tools of 2025. From budget-friendly workhorses to premium-grade powerhouses. Whether you're just getting into everyday carry or you've been building your kit for years, the right multi-tool can literally save the day when you least expect it. It's not just about the number of tools, it's about how well they're built, how comfortable they are to use, and whether they'll actually hold up when things get rough. All the models we've covered today are available on Amazon right now, and you'll find the links to each one in the description and in the pinned comment below. If you're ready to upgrade your gear or just finally stop borrowing someone else's tool, now's the time to pick the one that fits your lifestyle. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next review. See you in the next one.